Hey, you guys, welcome back to Two Besties on a Couch.
And not that kind of couch.
My name is Sulan.
Hey, I'm Vox.
And I feel like I'm in full character today. I fucking forgot my fan. Remember I told you I said I got a fan?
Just that close.
I had a fan. Like I meant to do that and I was going to make the little whoosh sound. Fuck. I'm mad about that. I knew I was forgetting something. You know you're forgetting something, but you don't know. All right. Today's sponsor, drum roll, please.
Woo! Shadow Tequila.
Shadow Tequila.
Go check them out. All our stuff will be linked in the description. Our favorite Black-owned tequila company.
Come on. It's
straight out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Straight out of Memphis, Tennessee. It doesn't get any better than that. And then it's aged and
bourbon
whiskey?
barrels.
Is it
whiskey?
Yes,
whiskey bourbon barrels.
Oh my goodness. So it's really good. And today we do have a cocktail. And on this cocktail today, we are just doing a virgin drink.
Yep. Cheers to a nice little mocktail.
Bitches.
It's actually a lemon Sicilian sparkling.
Okay.
So
it
cheers.
Sounds good.
Something light and refreshing. You know what I'm saying? We're in summertime at this point with this freaking heat coming up.
Oh, that's good.
Oh. Well, that's bubbly on the throat.
It is bubbly on the throat.
Not lying with them sparkles. All right, my friend. What's been going on?
Girl, nothing. I'm supposed to go on a bachelorette trip. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it.
Oh, damn.
Remember? I said remember like.
Oh yeah. Look, you forgot about it. You don't ever talk about it.
Yeah. I actually have an appointment coming up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it to that, but I'll definitely be at the wedding for sure. But I do have an exciting appointment coming up. I'm really nervous and I'm excited. And I'm not gonna say much now, but tune in a couple of weeks and I may have some good news for you guys. It's good news for me. It's good news.
Premiere. Hey.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm nervous. I'm just praying. I'm only nervous because I need everything to go right.
Yeah.
In order to like get it. But I have an appointment coming up and I'm just like, whew, I'm praying.
You got it. It's already yours.
Yeah.
It's already yours.
I keep thinking that.
For real.
I keep thinking that. I'm like, yeah, let's have this. Let's have this moment. But yeah. But yeah, I'm just excited about life. I'm excited to be here. Very grateful to be with you guys. Just a blessing. It's just so fun to sit down and like do the pod and just be here. And I don't know. I just always like doing reflection. I know we're only on episode. I think this is 10, but that's a milestone.
Cheers to episode 10.
Cheers to episode 10.
Thank you guys for being here with us.
Thank y'all so much. It's just like, it means a lot. It really does. I don't know. I don't know when y'all think that we say we're grateful. Like y'all don't understand. Like we are beyond grateful and thankful because it's like we just wanted this for a very long time. I know I did. I will say me. Like I really wanted this for a very long time. Just like being confused, not knowing what I wanted to do. I had a kid very early and just being like lost and just not knowing what I wanted to do. And I know it wasn't college, girl. I knew it wasn't that. Yeah. It wasn't even about the fact of learning, but I was, my mom, everybody did go to college around me, but it was the fact of debt. I don't know why. I've always been scared of debt. I don't have any debt. So whoever my husband is,
hey, shout out to that.
But I've always been scared of it. So I'm like, I didn't want to go to college when I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. So that's why I never went because I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. And so I didn't go because I just really did not want to accumulate debt. And I wish I would have went for journalism. But to be honest, back then, I would have never went for journalism. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. It
wouldn't have mattered. You know what I'm saying? So my ass would have been in that debt and sitting on this couch.
Here we are now in media. So yeah, shout out to us for that, for sure.
Literally.
Gross.
That is crazy. Like, honestly, I would have probably went to school to be something that somebody told me to be.
I definitely had those things. I was watching this one girl that I can't think of her name right now, but she just made a YouTube video and it was like, she's like, life as a 22-year-old fashion merchandiser in New York. And I'm like, wow, I love to see like young people out here really just chasing their dreams and going for it. And I remember I was like, oh yeah, I was telling my mom and my dad, they were like, hell no, girl. Hell no. Like,
because to them, I understand. Like, for that older generation, they're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And it's always crazy because I remember when I was younger, I used to be like, I wish I was born in New York because I'm like, there's constant jobs there, like, that people can't even think of because I already knew I just didn't want to do, like, the regular job. I just didn't know, like, kind of what. I thought it was going to be something in fashion. I just didn't know what. I thought it was going to be assistant. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever, I love Sex and the City. I would have loved, like, dream job would have been the lady that picked out her fits. That would have been like, if I lived in New York, that would have been, I would have tried to get on movies to do that.
Yeah.
And like go down and like drift the fits, do whatever I got to do, go to Gucci, wherever I have to go to get the fits. Like that to me is so fun. Like, and y'all know I love playing dress up, literally, clearly, but it's like, that would have been so fun. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to think of this girl's Instagram name. We follow each other. We followed each other for years at this point. She's such a bomb fashion girly. And she actually works on the set of the new Sex and the City. And she does the styling. Oh my God. Yeah. And she's a Black woman. So shout out to her. And she's on the team.
If we could go and sit in on an episode, that would have been
she's so fire too. She's so fire. But I don't know. We'll try to plug her once I find her. But shout out to her for sure. That
would have been a job that I would have loved to do. So it's like, I know for a fact, even if I went to college, I would have did something like I said. People would have been like, that ain't a job. Like here in the South, they would have been like, that ain't a job. You need to do this. That's why I say, and I would have been in debt and been pissed.
Yeah.
Because I do not play about that damn debt. I'd be scared of that.
I am a college dropout, but shout out to not.
At least you went, because I wanted to go.
Thank God.
I would have pledged and everything. My family, they are like that. They're deltas though.
I feel like the system you have around you are good. I feel like for me personally, college was really depressing. I was very, very depressed. So it was like,
it was good really you was out of that house.
Yeah.
But so somebody could be going through that. So yeah, just follow your dream. Don't listen to what nobody say. You know that gut feeling? You have that and you feel like you're not meant to be there. Get out of there and do what you want to do. And that's why I didn't. Like I was kind of getting those pressures, but I was like, y'all, who gonna pay the debt? Because I ain't hear not one family member say, them niggas was quiet. Because I was like, who is going to pay it? Because I didn't know what job. And I was like, it's this thing called Alexer. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it. And they're really good. They've been making videos for years. And they have a long list of what jobs are not going to exist. So I was watching them and they were saying the jobs that aren't going to be, they're not going to exist anymore. I said, oh my God. So some people are getting into student debt. And that's what they were saying. Like some people are getting into student debt and they're not going to have a job. Yeah. And that scared. I was like, bitch. Not me. Not me. And I'm where I'm meant to be. I found my place.
Yeah. That's real. I mean, even I know a lot of people talk bad about college and school. I just feel like if you're there for truly what it's there for, I feel like now, of course, because the cost is like really ridiculous. If it wasn't, I feel like it's supposed to be about a worldly view or perspective you haven't had before from professors that actually care about what they're teaching, even the subjects that you don't want to take because it doesn't have anything to do with your major, like history or something like that, because you're an accounting major. But like, it takes being a well-rounded individual to make like actual like sound decisions outside of the bubble that you grew up in. You know what I mean?
And I never heard anybody talk down about it. Like I've always heard good things about college. It was never, I remember like my ex-stepdad was like, you're going to have the best time in college. Like I've never heard anything negative about it. Really just for me, it was the debt part really scared me. Like if y'all know me, like just like credit scores and stuff like that. I just don't play about that. And I was just so scared because the thing was, I think I got scared because I did start seeing people though, like in my family, they went and then they would go and then they would get out and they had they would have a lot of debt. And that would, I think like at a young age, I started getting scared because it was like, I've heard my mom always say like credit is important.
Right.
So I got scared. I'm like, okay, but if I don't know what I want to do, now I'm dead. And like, I was just, as a young person, I was already just going through anxiety about doing it. But I don't think it's bad. I think everybody should go. I think the experience will be fun as hell. I'll be at them parties, baby. Like I'll be at the parties like I done graduated.
No, real talk. I had no clue what to expect from college. Nobody around me went to college. Like nobody. Like I was first generation. My brother went to the Air Force. My parents didn't know nothing. Filled out that FAFSA. Outside of like teachers and like my friends had like, parents. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know. My cousin was in school. She was like, come to school. And I applied, had a scholarship and fucking went.
I love that. But you had some good times, right?
Yeah. Definitely a lot of learned experiences.
I feel like college is worth it in just the experiences alone, but also the networking. I mean,
that's what I was about to say. It's really like, it's so much you can build. So it's like, that's the part that I regret. It's not like that, but I think I regret like myself psyching out and getting scared of that. But I still, like I said, I mean, I just feel like it's just not meant to be. I'm where I'm at because I'm not a person that harp over things. I did that in my like when I was 25, I used to do that all the time. I'm like, if this, if that, if I didn't have a kid young or whatever. And then, girl, who cares? Like, honestly, it's just life. It's already here. There's nothing you could do. I always say this. I say time is non-existent. The past is non-existent. But that's not really what I mean literal.
Yeah.
There's just nothing you could do to go back and change it. That's what I mean. So it's
that's true.
Why am I stressing about it? And once you do that, because one, I'm not going to lie, like that age gap of 23 to 25 flew by. And I was like, what happened to time? It was because I was so stuck on like, oh my God, like I didn't go to college. I didn't have a kid. And now I feel like this is why I'm in this place where I'm at. And like, I'm so nonchalant. Like my patience is growing. I don't give a damn.
I think it's all happening in the time it's supposed to. I do believe you would have been a big butterfly. I was, as an antisocial person, I had really bad anxiety. So I didn't really make those networking connections. That's one thing I do wish I would have. I was just too scared. And then
I would have been there.
I can't say I did either though, but I met a core group of best friends that I'll have for the rest of my life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I met everybody after I dropped out.
Well, I met her in college. I remember you were still going to school.
I was going to school. But
no, I feel it. And I just feel like, everybody's journey is different. And congratulations to everybody that's in and that is working in your job field and stuff. But that's what scared me, because the people that I knew, they was not in their job field. They just had the debt and they still was not in their career field. I said, hold on now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just
a huge key that I realized, which is an advantage that you have, like if it's really different, was I was in the business program, and I'll never forget talking to people around me. I'm like, okay, like, like, do you have internships lined up and this and that? And like, oh, no, my mom like works for this bank and she knows this so-and-so person. Like my dad works for this company, and like everything's already really lined up. Yeah. And even just really depends. And I did date someone like who literally just networked their ass off through like LinkedIn, and it's like literally it's like, oh, he went to Morehouse, so I hit him up and DM'd him, and now like helped me get into like write my stuff into law school. I'm like, wow, I would have never thought to do that.
And that's what I was saying too. Just wish I had more knowledge, because I would have done it too. Is like grants and everything like that, because it's like you could still go, and definitely. You could get a lot of stuff. So it's like, don't be scared about debt. I'm just saying, like, honestly, my personal experience of like what happened with me or whatever, and just seeing the people around me and not using their degree and stuff. So it was just like that. But honestly, like I'm just happy about life. Like I said, I don't regret nothing. I don't regret anything. Like I'm happy I got my baby. Yeah. Like I'm happy the way that life planned out. Just like that just was not my path, and that's okay. It doesn't. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I just don't harp over things a lot. Like I'm very nonchalant. Like, I don't know.
With the debt thing, I mean, me personally, I don't worry about that, especially when it comes to school and stuff. Because, I mean, it's important, but you can't put a price on improving yourself either.
That's true.
It's all about facts. How you think about it.
Because honestly, we're doing that now.
Yeah.
So we're doing that right now. True. So it is. So it's like whatever you want to do.
School's not the only avenue to improve yourself either. Like, don't think that. But
yeah. But no, I get what you're saying. No, that makes 100%. I like that. Like what you said. So yeah.
You got to invest in yourself one way or another.
Yeah, you should. You should definitely do that for yourself. Yes. If you're going to choose anybody, choose yourself, baby. Because everybody is going to choose them. Choose yourself, honey. What have you been up to this week, though? I feel like we got off topic. Did you go? You didn't say nothing.
I don't know. What have I been up to? I blanked on it, so I'm not going to lie. I don't remember.
Look, I'm trying to think about what you've been up to, too. I'm like, been working.
Yeah. So
none. All right. I'm gonna move on. I did a story post and I told you guys to ask me questions. Well, ask us questions and we'll answer them on the pod. So we're just gonna do a couple that we thought were like funny or whatever and just silly. So one of the questions says, age you lost your virginity card. Well, your V card. LOL. My little bro feels like it's young and younger.
But it's getting younger and younger. Maybe
that's what she meant.
So okay. What age are people? Or I guess
Next
kids
question.
Out here losing their virginity.
Okay, so yeah, I guess.
Next question.
That's I don't know when kids. What is a good age to like lose your virginity? I feel like it's whenever I don't think that it's like a. Well, let me not say that now. I was going to say it's not an age, but no, let me not say that. I think that, yeah, I lost mine early. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I lost mine my freshman year to a white guy. And I'm so happy I did. Them niggas was out there niggering. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy it was to him. He treated me so good.
Oh my gosh.
And I did not have sex ever. Like, I dated him for a long time. I had sex with him.
Yeah.
And then I did not have sex until I left high school. And I'm so happy it was him because he was so respectful. And honestly, because of him, I always say this, and it may not be true, but just the girls I saw around me, I always say, I feel like your first, whoever you lost your virginity to, or maybe the first you love, really will change your life and how you view your next partners. And because he treated me so well, we weren't on that cheating shit. I didn't even know men cheated yet. I didn't even notice. So I'm like new, I lost my virginity with him. And once me and him broke up, I was like, okay, I'm not going to have sex again. I didn't have sex. Literally, I remember having another boyfriend and he left me for a girl that would have sex with him. I don't give a fuck. Bye. I do not care. I'm out of there. Because it's just like, whatever. But I trust the guy that I lost my virginity to. I trust him. And honestly, and it was good. Because he treated me right. And he really taught me about, like, pleasing, like, a woman's pleasure. So I've already knew. I was like, okay. So, like, you're always making sure you're getting yours. Like,
yeah. Wow, that's a lot really young. How old was he?
He was a junior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was buying me stuff. He was treating me really nice. His parents would take me out to dinners. Like, it was nice. And then I remember I stopped fucking with the white boys and I went over there to the niggas. Y'all was dogging the shit out of women. I said, oh, nobody's over here taking this good coochie.
Oh my gosh.
Sir. I was hearing the way they talk about the women. I said, I thought that was your girlfriend. I thought that was wifey in the hallway. I say, yeah. Not me, boy. I would say I'm not sleeping with any of these knuckleheads. That's how I was feeling too. I said, no, sorry. No, sir. I'm like, they do not talk like that over there. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they do and I don't hear it, but y'all are wowing. I was like, whoa. I felt like one of them kids that went to private school their whole life and then they went to public school. And they're like, oh my God. Remember off of Mean Girls when they started fighting and she seen them as animals? They were like, stop it. When it came to pussy, like they were like talking about women like they weren't nothing. I was like, oh my God. Like I didn't even know people talk like this.
The scene.
Yeah, remember when they were by the water fountain?
Oh my God.
They were at the mall. She was like, that's how they were about women. Like they would go in. I'm like, oh my God, clenching my pearls. I didn't even know men talk like that. And then I'd be like, or they'd say, I'll never forget, it was this one guy. He was like, this is just crazy because honestly, I did that with my freshman, but I never took pictures. I never talked dirty or anything. It was just like, we did that and cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was just like, that was that. I didn't send any pictures or anything like that. Like we were protective. Like,
yeah, we
were just really on that. Like, get tested before you sleep with somebody. Like, I'm telling you, like, this nigga was great. Okay? He was like teaching me, like, this is how you do it. You're going to do it. You got to get, tested. It was amazing. It was a really good experience. I'm not going to lie. But then started hanging out, with other people. I said, whoa, like, it was insane. Like, this one guy showed me a picture. He was like, girls be doing this. And I was like, girls don't be doing that. And it was nasty, y'all. It was like some really exclusive shit. And he was like, girls be doing this. And I was like, no, they don't. He was like, see, it's your friend. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I was like in shock that women, one, I didn't even know we did things like that. I was like, oh my God. And then two, he just showed me. I was like, oh my God. So I was definitely like, I was scared. I was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't like nobody. Yeah. I was like, I don't like anybody over here. Like, I wasn't even mad when he left. You can go. He was like, we had sex by a car. Outside. I said, outside? I would never. You can have him. He's a dog. Outside. I was so young. Do you know what? About this time, I think I was like a sophomore maybe when this was going on. Because like that already happened or whatever. And I dated him. He was like, yeah, we did it outside. I was like, oh yeah, she can have you. I don't know if he was trying to make me mad or what, baby. I don't want to have sex outside. What? I'm in high school. What are you
What made you curious or like interested in it? Were like people around you also doing it?
They were. I was hanging out with some girls that was on it.
Okay. I wonder what the person who asked the questions, like what age is their
Little brother?
yeah,
Mm.
that would be nice to know. I just feel like I don't know. I knew a girl that got pregnant in middle school. People were around me talking about
I
it,
think they probably
like
did, and I
really
wasn't paying attention.
young. I have my older cousin who was experiencing stuff. So I was a very late bloomer, y'all. I was a very awkward girl. I really came into myself, came very, very far, thinking it's for girls all the time. But yeah, no, I was not.
It's crazy. I remember the
I
girls,
was fucking
all my
scared.
best
So
friends, though, they didn't lose theirs until they left high school.
yeah, I
But they
was
dated
like,
really shitty fucking men. And that's when I was just like, Lord, thank you. Because
mhm,
I'd rather date the guy that I dated then. And like I said, I got treated so amazing. Like, he
mhm.
really set the bar for me. Like, he was showing me, like, even though I knew around me, but he was just showing me, because, like, our sex was, like, it was so weird. It wasn't like this is just quick. It was just really, like, cuddling afterwards. It was really like, how does this feel? It was like walking me through the steps. And I think that's probably why I'm a sexual little girl now. You know what I mean? With my
Oh,
relationships. But it's like,
yeah.
because of, like, how comfortable, like, I just
Mhm.
knew, I was like, okay, I have to be comfortable whoever I lose it with. And he made that, like,
I
he made
love
that
that.
space
Yeah.
for me to feel super comfortable. This is our business.
Mhm.
No one else's. Like, you don't tell anybody what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a different experience. And then as I got older, I felt kind of shame because I was like, I lost it early and nobody else was around me doing that. But then as we got older and we graduated and bitches was losing their virginity, it was to men that really were like dogging the shit out of them still. It was that same high school behavior. So I was like, okay, so it doesn't really matter. It honestly depends on the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't really even
Mhm.
depend if you're older, because I'm like, these men are older that they're talking to and they're horrible.
Mm.
And it's like, but it just puts you through a lot of different insecurities and stuff that is unnecessary. And I will tell you, with that relationship, I didn't take on one insecurity.
Yeah.
That's how good, like, in that relationship it was. Didn't do one thing to me. I didn't even know, like I said, like, I still don't think everybody cheats.
Mhm.
Never cheated.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I
Everybody
don't
cheats.
believe
But
in
shout
that
out
too.
to that ties first.
Yeah.
Shout out to that boy right there.
Yeah, because he was an amazing guy. I will hand him that. So
Yeah.
kudos to him. I don't care what y'all think about me, baby. I be going where I'm loved and I feel good. I don't know. People be trying to be like, oh, that's who, baby. I don't care.
That reminds me of a comment somebody had left underneath one of our posts. What was it? Because I was reflecting about a story about like and like my ex getting hit on. Yeah, somebody was like, women love a man that's wanted. That's why men cheat.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, read it one more time, because nigga confused me.
Because I was saying the real, like, that we dropped a couple weeks ago, about how, like, what was it? That a girl came up to, like, my dude, like, or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
basically, like, slid in the DMs after.
And what
But
you
he
say?
was like, women love a man that's wanted. That's why men cheat.
What the fuck did that have to do with the men wanting? Why does that mean? What is it? Well, hold on.
Yeah, I was.
Why does that necessarily mean
didn't
you
add up
gotta?
at all.
It doesn't add up, because why does that mean you have to cheat just because a woman
You know
wants
how
you?
many niggas is
Do
in
you
my
know how
DM?
many niggas want women?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. And see, that's what I'm saying. That mindset and that thinking, I can't date a cheater.
Yeah. I feel like, honestly, this is the person who has no self-control.
Girl, that you don't have no discipline. You're nasty to me. I'm sorry. You lay down with anything, like,
yeah, no, real talk. Like, you're going for
and you don't even.
anything.
Yeah, you are. You a dirty little. You the boy with the dinkleberries in his booty. You gonna take a man back if you cheat? What if nobody know? What if it's only you and a girl know? Nobody know. He out of town. Let's just paint the picture. He went to Arkansas. I don't know what the fuck is there. I guess pussy. He went to Arkansas, got some pussy, came home, and then you found out that he cheated. Because she said, damn, that dick was good.
Wait, like on his...
She
I saw it on
texted
the
him.
phone.
Yeah, she texted him and said, damn, that was some really good dick. Thank you for that night.
I'd be sick.
Have a good life.
Mhm.
You staying or are you going?
No. I'm
gonna
that
say-
alone. I'm like, hold on, you poison bitches like this? What the hell?
That she text you a good farewell?
The fact that I'm looking at it, I'm like, whoa. I don't even like being in people's phone.
Yeah, like say if it just popped up, he just took a shower and you're just
having to
watching.
look down.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
just that it's on the bed. And he didn't think that this hoe was gonna text.
I feel that's how it always works.
No, for real.
How many times dudes got to cheat for y'all to leave then?
Once. I'm not staying with no cheater. I feel like because at that point you're just insecure. I really do believe that a cheater is it's an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
And I don't have time for you to be trying to push me through the mud for your own insecurities. Niggas, you get a therapist.
Yeah. Honestly.
Work on yourself. What
Just
the
be
hell?
single. Go have fun.
Exactly. And there's bitches that like polyamorous relationships. So why don't you say that at the beginning? Like, come on. Because what if I went out and got some dick? How would you feel? It's like, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to leave you. It's like, no point. And you know how I feel. If a nigga eat a bitch out, I'm definitely leaving. You know I'm definitely out of there. Because that's the next question. Did you eat her out?
That's a question? That's like
I'm just going to ask. I need to ask while I'm packing my bags. I'm gonna ask first and act like I'm not going to leave. I'm like, one question, did you eat her out? That nigga going to say no because he's a liar. And I'm going to leave anyway because you're a liar. Because I feel like if you ate a girl out, you cheat on your girl and you eat a girl out, you are wilding. You don't even
does
care
all
about
the,
me.
like, make sure
It's
that
passion. Why are y'all making love? You got a girl at
So
home.
eating your girl out is making love? You don't
eating
think that's
a random out. Not eating your girl out, but you're just cheating on me. You eating bitches out. I'm offended.
it's not a part of the normal casual sex performances?
Because there's a oops. There's a fucking oops.
Is there an oops?
That
You can
nigga was
actually fuck somebody?
Yeah, that nigga was in Arkansas. He said oops.
That's
If you go down on her, that's not a oops. You wanted it. And I'm out of there. I'm out of there, period. I don't give a fuck if it's a oopsie doopsie one time Dewey. I am out of there. I'm not dating no nigga that cheat. I'm not dating no man that cheats. I'm not dating no man that cheats. I've been there and I've done that. And honestly, we never go back to being the same. We always are. I can't look at you the same. I just don't have that I'm sorry type of shit. I can't do it with you. I'm not there.
well, I wouldn't stay to answer the question.
I don't think he would stay either. She doesn't give stay. She just gives like, oh, okay, we're on that type of time. Bet. The purple demon emoji. Oh, I see what we're on. That shit is funny.
Oh my gosh. What's the next question?
The next question is, where do you both see yourself in 5 years? I see myself maybe talk show, two besties on a couch, like a talk show.
Everything pod.
Everything pod.
Time.
Yeah.
To
I don't
be
know
real.
if that means like, I guess life too, you know, my son being healthy. Maybe I see like, I don't know if I can meet a nigga in 5 years and have his babies. I don't know. I do want some more. I don't know if I want more babies. I kind of do, but I kind of don't know. I'm not, wherever life takes me, I don't really have a plan, you know? I don't like doing that.
I was just listening to a pod and they were talking about, like, I feel like I'm so scared to get pregnant. Like, that's one of my fears. Not necessarily to get pregnant, but I guess, like, have a baby by the wrong person. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to pressure it. And this other podcast I was listening to was talking about, like, putting time restraints on yourself by an age and all this and that. Do you feel like you have that, or you would do that to yourself? Or do you feel like there's a limit? Because, I mean, I see Ashanti out here. There's women in their 40s. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to take my time. And if that happens, it happens. And I feel like if it doesn't,
it just doesn't. I'm like, I don't put time limits. That's why I said in 5 years it's kind of hard because I'd be thankful for everywhere God takes me. I see everything like pod and I say that and just, you know, more life, of course. But I don't like doing that because I feel like then you start to stress yourself out. Remember I was saying earlier when I was like when I was 23, I was kind of like worrying about like, oh my God, like this and that. And I really didn't get to enjoy that moment of where I am.
Yeah.
So I don't really like doing that because it's like we just don't know in life. And this time and age is just completely different than what it was back in the day. So I'm not rushing anything. Like if it happens, it happens. But
I
if
see
it
us
doesn't,
doing
it doesn't.
trips. I really do. I see us doing like, I would love to get into traveling with like
More.
traveling groups.
Ooh,
Like
traveling
both of
groups,
us,
yeah.
Like even with the
More,
pod,
yep.
like I think that would be super amazing,
fun.
and dope, and doing live shows. Yeah, more sponsors, more deals, all that.
So everything, like everything, like I said, related to the pod of that nature, but just in general of where I see myself, like husband, whatever, whatever flow with flow. Like when it comes. I'm not pressuring nothing at all because I'm really having a good time. I'm so enjoying this moment right now that I'm living in, like being single, focusing on the pod. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is amazing. Like this feeling right here. I always say this, like I reference to my son, but I'm like, my son is only going to be 8 once. So let me enjoy this. And this right here, like this is the beginning stages of us being a podcaster. This is our first year and it's only going to be our first year one time ever.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're enjoying it. So to say where we're going to be in 5 years, I really can't say. Of course, like I know for the pod, definitely we're going to be doing all those
we're
things.
still in the first quarter of our own pod.
Yeah.
Not the year itself, but.
So there's that. And then one of the questions was, what other, do we listen to podcasts? And if so, what other podcasts do we listen to?
Ooh, mine are The Read, of course, Horrible, Poor Minds. Every now and then I'll listen to The Weeds. What's the other one? I like some political podcasts. Sometimes I listen to some random ones.
You say you listen to JBP, don't you?
Who's that? No, we just seen him at the thing.
No, Joe Budden podcast. Ashley
Oh,
listened to
Joe
that.
Budden. Oh, I see that man's clips. Why are you laughing?
You hate that man.
How do you?
That was like the first conversation we ever had. You said, I fucking hate Joe Budden.
Take him off the guest list. No, I'm kidding.
No, we can bleep that.
No, I'm joking. He ain't gonna see this shit right now.
All right. If we meet one day, Joe, hopefully the interaction's great. No, I don't know that man. We'll see when we get there.
That is hilarious.
I really watch YouTubes too. This girl called Kennedy. President Kennedy is her Instagram name. I love watching her YouTube, her vlogs. My girl got me through when I was living in Virginia and I was really depressed on my little leather sofa. And every day I was just watching her vlogs weekly. I caught up, like at first I wouldn't watch them and then like I caught up on a bunch of her episodes. But yeah, I would switch out between those vlogs and yeah, I feel like those are the pods I can think of right now on top of my head.
My favorite podcast, I listen to podcasts heavy, like way more than music. So my favorite is Poor Minds, Cocktails, Horrible Decisions, Don't Call Me White Girl. She cracks me up so much. I like The Read too. I'm trying to think. Oh, I used to love this podcast so much. We were talking about this. Yes. Pretty Witty podcast.
Pretty Witty. Oh my gosh. Shout out to them.
Yes. I remember y'all don't even understand. It's so crazy how this is what I say, like do anything in this world that you want to do, because I remember that era of being at my house and I remember they started theirs because we wanted to start in COVID. And I was like, dang, like I love this. And I supported them. I listened to them every drop. And I remember
it was a group of
it was
it's
four friends.
Girls. Yeah, 4 friends. And like literally the name itself, they're literally all witty, really funny.
Yes.
They all had different viewpoints.
Yes.
Yep.
And they dress well.
Women. Yep.
And it was like super duper dope. And I remember just like, I would look so forward to that because that's at the time where I was bulking and I would listen to it every time when I was in the kitchen cooking at night. And I would just like, I would talk to the phone. And that's why I just like.
The games they played were really fun.
Yes. I really, really do. I enjoy that podcast a lot.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites. They really were. I'm trying to think. Those are just honestly though.
And
those are my
Chantel too. I think that's how you say her name.
Chantel.
No, it's not Jeffries. No. It's
that's what's the name. The girl that do coke. It was somebody else that
being referenced as the girl that does coke is really
my friend, she went to a party, she saw her snorting lines.
Oh my gosh.
Is it called Snowballs?
Her name is Chantel Taylor. She has a big following on Instagram now. It's like Nutrition by Chantel. But she would do like they're only like 5 to 10 minute long.
That's super dope.
Yeah, and they were just like she would call them like dropping little nuggets and stuff. She would just give really good advice. You honestly can still go. She doesn't do it anymore, but you can still go find her. And they're just so inspiring and really good. Yeah. She's just talking about her day to day, and she's a nutritionist. Shout out to her as well. So
I love that. Oh, and I do like they're kind of it's crazy, but I like Behind the Likes. I want to check out Savannah's new podcast.
Behind the Likes.
Behind the Likes is with Shay.
I know that one.
Shay and Winter.
Oh yes, they're funny.
Yeah,
the LA girlies.
Yeah,
they're like hello this, hello that.
Yeah, if y'all have any your favorite podcasters, let us know. I'll check them out because I really do enjoy podcasts. Like, I remember my first podcast I've ever listened to.
Below.
Yeah, comment some other podcasts.
If you're a real podcaster, anybody remember Black Girl Podcast?
That sounds familiar.
Them. Yes, I had Scotty Beam on there. I actually saw her during Essence Fest. She was like walking about this little
what happened
day
to
party
their podcast?
They just stopped doing it. That was one of my favorites too. That I was listening to like way back when I first started listening to podcasts. It's crazy because Joe Budden is on here because that was one of the first ones.
That's where you didn't like him at?
No, I don't know. I guess when I first tried to start getting the podcast, he was one of the ones. Because, like,
you're trying to figure it
Apple
out.
Music will try to, like, recommend shit. And she's like, okay. So you're just clicking around.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That was one of them.
That's so crazy.
That's funny. Look back and see.
Yeah, I'm just, like, my top in rotation. So, it says, somebody asks, would you ever give y'all man a threesome?
Love of my life? Hell no.
I can't answer that, honestly, because I don't know.
I don't know.
Because honestly, what if we're older and we want to do that? So I can't really say. I mean, I always go ahead.
I used to always say, like, I wanted to try one for sure. But, like, when I really liked this one guy, I was like, no.
No, hell no. No, I'm kidding. It's crazy because I feel like I would. But then when you start thinking, you're like, well, who would a girl be? Like, I don't like girls. Like, I really don't. It's like, it's crazy. Like, for me, I can look at so I can watch a porn, right? And I'm like, oh my God, attractive. But my day to day, like how I said about them men, like I never seen a guy and I'm like, so fine. I never look at women and be like, oh my God, I want to take her home. Like I'm not like that. I just don't look at people like that. So it's like, even if that were to happen, because I got presented twice by another couple for me, I'm like, no, I don't like neither one of y'all. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And they weren't a bad looking couple, but it's just like, neither one of them was a bad looking couple, but it's still just like, I don't know, y'all. That's number one. And then two, it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, ew, no.
I don't know how I would decide who.
That's why I say that's when it gets, bitch, you're not ready. You don't want it. That to me in my head, it's like,
yeah,
you playing gay. You ain't gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just, yeah.
I feel like I know. I think it would be fun. Oh.
It would be fun, but it's like when you start getting to the technicalities of like, who would she be? What are our boundaries?
Yeah, I just saw
you get what I'm saying? Going into depth.
It was like a TikTok, and it was like when you regret that when you shouldn't have that threesome with your friend, and I was like, that's fucking weird. I could never do that with you.
I would never
ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's fucking weird. Now we're getting weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like that would get weird. It's like I don't even look at my friends like that. That's why I'm like ew. But it's like. That's what I'm saying. So it's like when it gets down to, because I listen to a lot of cocktails, I listen to Horrible Decisions. And when they break a threesome down of everything that goes into it, I feel like sometimes for people, it's a fantasy.
Yeah.
But that's not something you would live out.
I feel like for me, I would have to like literally actively date a woman. Like
to be able to
pursue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and not just like, I can't randomly look at somebody and be like, yeah, she's the one. Like, no, like, yeah, that's weird. Like, I got to get chemistry, of course.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't even have that desire. Like, I don't even have the desire to even try to date you or even that's why I say for me, it's like a fantasy. I love it. Keep it on the screen. But once we try to bring it to real life, we're trying to break down, this X, Y, and Z of the boundaries that we can't cross.
Yeah.
You don't even know until you're in the room. I wouldn't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I don't like because we've never done that before. It's like, because you do have to set up your boundaries. I feel like you have to be mature about it.
I think you have to in that
case.
Yeah,
for sure. But it's just like,
if any of our listeners have ever had a threesome and how it works out and want to send in a anonymous
story,
let us know.
Please, that'd be cool. Because we don't know. I don't really know. We need a story. We need it could be a story, guys, or it can be advice. We only have those two, and we're so thankful for our
send
two.
us some more.
Send us some more because they're fun.
Email us at twobestiesonacouch@gmail.com.
And that is where you will find us. And go ahead and type in your testimonies. I like that. All right. Now we want to get into our favorite segment, and it is our perfume segment.
Bitch, I smell good.
Bitch, I smell good. And today I have the Creed Carmela, and it smells really, really good, you guys. It's so beautiful. I remember when I first smelled this, I was like, I have to have this because it smells like a very pretty girl. To me, it's like, it's so good. Oh, shoot, Bobby. How did that even happen? It smells so good. It has black berries in it, and it has pink pepper in it, and it also has panina. I think it's panina or something like that. It's a flower, but you can really smell that. That's really what it's giving. That's why I feel like it's in this bottle, because you can really smell the blackberry. Like, that's what I'm really getting a lot of it. And it just smells so good. Like,
yeah.
Honestly, it just, like I said, it smells like a really pretty girl. We'll put the notes on the screen.
Love that one. So mine, I actually have two because I like to layer. This one is K-Ali Pistachio Gelato. I feel like a lot of girls know about this one, but it smells like to me like a slice of cake. Like, and it's just like this. It's like a little not too bright, but it's like a little warmth on it. And the top notes are pistachio, ice cream, bergamot, hazelnut, rum, and cardamom, which I actually really like as in a drink. Like, imagine that as a cocktail. Ooh, real smooth and creamy. But I feel like it layers really well. Like, I feel like by itself, though, on the skin, it doesn't last as long. I feel like it does really good with stuff that complements it. So I layer mine with the vanilla. But this vanilla that I have today it's by Finery. You can get it at Target, and it's called Sweet on the Outside. And this one is like a really like smoky vanilla. So, but it's not too high on the sweetness. So both of them together is just like this warm vanilla, pistachio, creamy kind of like martini like vibe that you get from it. So, but the notes in this one are Madagascar vanilla, cacao, wood, smoked. Vitier. Don't know that one, but yes. That's my layer combo for my Bitch I Smell Good segment.
Yes. And this one, it's actually black cherry. I'm sorry. And it honestly smells like that. Like, it just smells really good. I just feel like
Actually, let me smell that. I want to
you'll
smell it
smell like a beautiful woman. And just like, and it's perfect for spring and summertime.
I was like, yeah. It does. It reminds me like, it's like almost like a nice floral, but it's not like a stinky grandmother floral.
That's why I feel like that Potomac, whatever it's called, that flower in here. That's why I feel like you can kind of get a little hint of that, but it's not too much, like you said.
Yeah,
it's
like
not
rounds
giving
off like real smooth.
It definitely gives very feminine, like it's like dainty almost, like delicate, like really like it's like if you want to wear this, I feel like this is perfect for like a date night out. It's perfect for the daytime too if you're day partying, but it really does. It gives date night vibes to me for sure.
Yeah, that is date night vibes.
Like it gives date night vibes for sure. I feel like
this is like more daytimey with the pistachio and the vanilla combo.
And then you said the ice cream. I was like, ooh, that sounds it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
That sounds super duper fun.
And it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not. You're not gonna smell like a middle schooler walking by.
But yeah, I hate those type of scents. Ugh.
But it's really good.
Yeah. I hate the scents that make me like cotton candy and stuff like that. I feel like that's when you really got to mix it with a cologne so you can bring it down a bit.
I got to get on the cologne tip. I have one that I want to try.
It's just crazy because it's just like ours is so expensive already. So it's like, dang, now I got to get theirs too. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it. It smells really good. But like maybe get like a sample size. Get a sample size of everything until you try it, you know? But maybe a sample size of the men so you can mix it in with the women's.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, guys.
All right.
That is it for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to follow, like, subscribe, and comment. Write a review. And we just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in with us every Tuesday.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.